going on, Jerome's? Week 7 is upon us this evening, and it's time for a couple of picks. Now, again, entertainment purposes only. It is very stupid to pick the entire card, but here we are, right? We went 6-6-2 last week. We're currently at 52.17%, which is just below the 52.4% break-even mark. But like I said, entertainment purposes only. Do not throw your jelly beans at these picks or fade our picks. I don't know, but I feel like we've been doing aight, right? So diving on in, only 2 teams on bye this week. Well, the Bears are on bye. So, frankly, this week they play a better defense than they faced in the last 3 weeks. Bah. And the Cowboys are also on bye, even though they were on bye last week, too, against the Lions. Thursday night. So, you got the stupid-ass Sean Payton and the Broncos. Now, I like the Broncos, but Surtain's going to be out. I don't trust Bo Nix in the Superdome. And even though the Saints have been dinged up, Rashid Shaheed is out, Derek Carr is going to be out, Spencer Rattler going at it again with Bo Nix and the rookie quarterback bull. And, yeah, all the emotion of stupid-ass Sean Payton returning to New Orleans. But I don't know. Like I feel like this is going to be kind of an ugly-ass game. Like Dennis Allen's defense, I think, does win the day. Even though Vance Refrigeration's Broncos defense ain't no slouch either. But I just feel like the Saints get it done. I think this has a chance to be really, really ugly. I think this could be like a 9-6 type game. So give me the Saints in this spot. Give me the points at home. Then over in London, third straight week with the London game. Jaguars, who are sort of mailing in this season, but you got the Patriots. The Patriots had a little bit of spunk, even though they got handled by the Texans at home. I mean, Drake May dropping 3 touchdowns, and even though he's got no protection and no weapons, whatever. But I feel like Jacksonville is completely quit on Doug Peterson. It wouldn't shock me at all if he's fired on the way back home. So I do think that. I mean, how is Jacksonville favored by this many in this spot? But I think the Patriots. I think they have a chance to win outright, so maybe this is a little money line jelly bean situation because Jacksonville, I think, is completely toast. I think they're donezo. I think that the number of dropped touchdowns against the Bears in London last week, I think it's just done. But maybe they're banking on the Jaguars acclimating to the time zone since they're over there 2 straight weeks. But nah. Maybe the Patriots don't win outright, but they're at least covering the 5.5. This is gonna be a close game. To the noon games, you got Seattle on the road against Kirk Cousins. Now Seattle's been reeling the last couple weeks. They need to put something together. Atlanta, hey, congratulations for beating the Panthers. So this is a matchup of the NFC contenders or pretenders, and basically winners are contenders and the losers are pretenders. We'll see what happens there, but I do think that this is going to be a tight game. Maybe this is going to be a show. Maybe this is like a 31-30 type game, but give me Seattle in the spot. Hopefully they're starting to get a little bit healthier because they've been decimated by injury, especially defensively. Tennessee Titans at the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills outlasted the Jets on Monday night. Can they please just throw more flags? I feel like the refs think that they're the main character of the story now. Yeah, but Tennessee. I don't know what it is with Tennessee. Will Levis looked better last year with Mike Vrabel, but now they allegedly have better weapons and allegedly have better offensive coaches, but it's still a mess. It's still a mess in Tennessee. But I think the Bills win in this spot. I don't know, this is going to be like a 20-10 type game. So I'm not thrilled laying the 8.5 points, but I think the Buffalo gets it done. Cincy at Cleveland. So the factor of sadness, I feel like we're literally watching the worst offense in National Football League history. Stefanski says that it's his decision, but that's baloney. Ownership is making him start Deshaun because of the trade, because of the money. They think that they're going to turn something around. Jameis 100% will give them a better chance, but the Bengals, I don't know. It's still hard to say what the Bengals are. Right, and T. Higgins starting to get going. Jamar Chase is still explosive. Jumping Joe Burrow, running for touchdowns. The worst Sunday night game that we've seen ever. Why did they put Bengals and Giants on national television? I don't know, but I do think that the Bungles don't bungle this one. They get it done. This is like a 27. Well, it's not gonna be 20 for Cleveland because they haven't scored 20 all year. So maybe this is like a 24-10 type game. I don't know. Texans Texans are hot right now, 5-1, going up and taking on the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. Hey, it's great that the Packers finally get to play a real team. And the Texans, like we said, they're good. They're 5-1. What's the one from? I forget. But C.J. Stroud is a baller. Him against Jordan Love is going to be a hell of a game. But the Texans getting 3 points on the road. Give me the points. Give me the money line. Give me all that. The Dolphins. So Mike McDaniel said that Tua was going to play this year. Whatever. But they're a patchwork team. We'll see if Kane passes concussion protocol. But I don't know. Like, they're getting points on the road against the Colts. I don't believe in the Colts. I can't. You don't even know what the hell the Colts are, right? Even though Shane Steichen did say that Anthony Richardson is going to play this week, I don't know if at this point he's an upgrade over Flacco. I don't know. But I guess I'm going to take the Dolphins in this spot, getting the points, because why not? Really not thrilled about this game either way. A game that I am thrilled about is Lions getting 1.5 points on the road against the Vikings. Make this spread 7. Make it 14. Don't care. Taking the Vikings all the way. I think that the Lions get humbled. I think that the Lions had this emotional buildup for the Cowboys game because of what transpired last season, and I think they shot their emotional wad, and I think that they're just going to sleepwalk through this game. The Vikings have had 2 weeks to prepare. They're healthy. They're getting after things, and I think that they ripped this defense apart. Emma Hutchinson, sucks, man. Hopefully he heals up and continues his All-Pro Hall of Fame career, but I think the Vikings tax that ass. I think the Vikings put up points. I think they shut down the run. I think that the Lions get one-dimensional. Jared Goff has to throw. I think the Vikings get their mitts on a couple of balls. I think Flores dominates the day. I think the Vikings win pretty handily. Like, alternate spread. Could we say the Vikings minus 13.5? Why not? Why the hell not? Last of the noon games. So you got the Eagles on the road, 3.5-point favorites at the Giants. I don't care about this game whatsoever. But, I mean, the Eagles coming off a bye, they look bad at home against the Browns. Sirianni's jawing with fans. Sirianni's going to get fired. He deserves to be. I think the Giants, so first off, they need a new kicker. Greg Joe. But hopefully Neighbors is going to be back. And I think that getting 3.5 points at home, division game, it's going to be close. I'm not saying that the Giants win, but is this like a 2017 type game? You certainly could see it. So give me the Giants getting the hook at home, plus the 3.5. 3 late games. So you got the Raiders versus the Rams. The Who Gives a Poop Bowl. Cooper Kupp could potentially return this game, but the Rams are just banged up, but the Raiders are just straight up bad. And, the whole Devontae Adams saga, and I don't know. Like, I don't trust Minshew. I know that Minshew is fun to root for because he's kind of weird and he looks cool, man. But with the Fu Manchu, but he's not a starting caliber quarterback. Do you want him as a high end backup? Yes, I mean that's perfectly fine. Aiden O'Connell, I don't buy either. But the Rams, I think they suck it up. I think that they put a game together. I think that they win. I think that they cover. This is going to be like a 27-13 type game. And then Carolina at Washington. Could we just fast forward the Panthers season? It's tough to watch. Yeah. But the commies, Jaden Daniels, like even in a loss against the Ravens, I think that he stood tall and went toe-to-toe against Lamar Jackson, which you love to see. I mean, the commies got one. They absolutely do. Loss of Durampe was tough along the defensive line, but Scary Terry, Austin Eckler looked like he found the fountain of youth. The offensive line is looking good, so give me the commies in this spot. It's gonna be like a 33-6 type game. And then you got America's game of the week. You got the Chiefs playing the Niners, rematch of the Super Bowl. It's kind of weird that the Chiefs are getting points, but the Chiefs are coming off bye, but I feel like they get humbled just a little bit. I think San Francisco, this is a game that they've had circled since the schedule came out. They have a lot of pent-up anger and aggression, especially the way that things have gone the last couple of weeks. I think that their win in Seattle, yes, in division, but I think that's a huge confidence builder. I think that they're getting on track. I think that they're going to start looking like the Niners that we know and love, and I think that they beat the Chiefs. I think this is like a 24-20 type game. Give me San Francisco fading the 1.5. Sunday Night Football, you got Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Rodgers, they talk about, Hail Mary. 2 straight games he's throwing the game losing interception. No big deal. But Steelers at home, the terrible towels, Justin Fields and company. I feel like they get after Aaron Rodgers' ass, and I think that the Steelers do win this game outright, covering the 2 points. 2 Monday night games. You got the Ravens rejuvenated, winners 4 in a row, 3.5-point favorites on the road against the Buccaneers. I roll with the Bucs, man. Like, the defense is good to go. Liam Cohen, a new OC, take over Canlis, has got this. The running game is looking great. So Bucky Irvin, also Sean Wall, and Rashad White, maybe he gets back, but Baker, Chris Godwin, the resurrection tour is here. Mike Evans is still tough, man. I think that the Buccaneers have weathered a lot of injuries, but I think that this is a solid spot where you take the home dog on Monday night. And the Ravens are fantastic, and this is going to be a game. This is going to be a hell of a game. Really looking forward to this one, but give me the Bucs plus the 3.5. Maybe a little bit of jelly beans on the money line too. And lastly, Chargers at Cardinals. Who cares? Who cares, Bull? But I don't know, like, I keep going back to the Cardinals. I want to ride or die with Kyler. I'm going to do it again. One more time. Okay, so give me the both home dogs on Sunday night or on Monday Night Football and go from there. But that's it. That's it. For entertainment purposes only, do not take these too seriously. Week 7 picks against the spread. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You know what to do. Skull production value.